One thing I did want to talk about real quick, though, is if you are coming down, definitely pick up some stuff. Water is probably the most important, but any type of bottled water and bring that down. They are taking donations at the event this weekend. So if any of you don't know what I'm talking about everyone that was affected by the hurricane. So we saw some pretty high rivers, but nothing like is bad here.
No, it
died down.
Yeah.
Like in the past 2 days.
The width of some of those big rivers that we passed, though, is way larger than they're supposed to be. So
yeah, much higher.
Yeah, it's not the I don't remember what the river's called, but the one that comes down the center of Parkway and then goes through Gatlinburg, that one's chilled out quite a bit.
Yeah, it's low. It's definitely rushing more than I've ever seen it.
Yeah,
but it's not high tide.
When we were talking about this, it's wild. Right on the other side of this mountain range are people with nothing now.
Yeah, literally nothing. Yeah. It's wild. It's absolutely wild.
Yeah. Are we good? Ready?
Yeah, it's real.
Welcome back to another episode of Wheels and Whiskey.
Wow.
It's been don't even know how long it's been. It's been a long time.
Only over a month now.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, and most people know this. I think we said it on the last one. We took a break. There's too much shit going on with editing, and our lives got busy, and Gatlinburg was just ridiculous.
Dude.
So
life definitely got busy.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, getting ready for this whole trip was nuts too, which, if you notice, we're not in the studio. We're in a cabin up on the top of a mountain.
Yeah, dude, like a very steep. This is probably the steepest mountain we've been on, or point of a mountain.
I think this was worse than last year's driveway.
This is easily worse than last year's driveway. So this one, like, I mean, coming up it, I couldn't even see. Like, it's just straight hood.
Yeah, because last year's driveway, you could hear the grip on the tires. Like, you could hear it getting it. This one, you were like, is the engine going to shut off?
Honestly, dude, when we put it in 4-wheel drive, I don't think we would have made it in 2-wheel drive. I think we would have spun.
I don't know. If I come back here with Quinn, how are we going to get... Well, they did say that you can park on that road down there, so we'll probably have to walk. But then we'd have to walk up this hill every time we're going to come up here. But
well, and humping our stuff. But also they have security cameras, so I'd rather have the truck parked.
Yeah, that's fair.
We're
literally like a quarter of a mile from last year's cabin.
It's right down the road.
Yeah,
literally right down the road. This driveway was freaking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, God, dude, the drive here was rough.
Is this best cabin we've had yet?
Okay, there's pros and cons.
Because we were talking about this last night.
I'll be honest, there's pros and cons. Like, my personal pros and cons is we find the backyard. We finally have a cabin that has a solid backyard.
Like an actual back,
right,
yeah.
That we can burn wood in.
Yeah.
Because, we haven't been able to burn or have a fire at all with the hot tub right there and the grill right there. So we probably have the most solid backyard that we've ever had. The entryway is phenomenal too. Like, granted, it is a huge staircase up, but they have the lights. Cool, it's solid.
Yeah.
But the inside, like, not having 2 bedrooms, not having 2 bathrooms is kind of
the 2 bathrooms was a little disappointing.
It's slowly not bothering me because, like, we're pretty quick with it, right? Like, we haven't had I gotta wait fucking 40 minutes for so and so to take a shit or a shower yet, because you poop them out like a piss missile, dude. It's crazy. I think the one thing is the laundry. The laundry machine is what's bothering me.
Yeah, how do you not have a laundry?
I haven't gotten over that yet. There's no laundry machine here.
That's my bad. I should have paid attention to that in the listing.
Well, you just kind of assume too, like especially being all the way up here. Like,
did the first one that me and Ricky, the lovers cabin that me and Ricky came to, did that have a laundry machine?
Yeah, it did.
Where?
Maybe it didn't.
That one was small though.
See, now this is where I'm getting confused because this is the 4th time that we've been here. So there's 4 different cabins that we've stayed in.
I know.
This is the 4th. I keep thinking of the other 2.
I know.
The one that me, you, and Ricky stayed in, I don't think we worried about looking for.
No, because we were there for one night.
We were literally there for one night. Yeah, that was pretty
what a wild.
That was the same kind of layout though. In all honesty,
general as this one
in the inside.
Yeah, minus the fact that
literally
the kitchen was underneath the loft. Remember?
Right. Yeah.
What do you like this one or last year's better? Because this is your second Gatlinburg.
I think I like last year's better, but I like the backyard more.
The backyard solid.
That's wild.
The backyard solid.
Also, last night
we didn't really have a backyard last time, but we don't get any light here either.
No light.
No. I mean, there's sun coming through the trees and shit, and actually, there's a lot of light in the front because they cleared that out for the parking lot. But like, I was thinking last night, you know why the whole hot tub situation sucked with being able to hear bears and shit? Because we moved the lid in between us and the railing. So you couldn't see through the railing. So next time we'll just move it over by the picnic table. But
right,
those who well, even if you're watching, you're not going to see it. But basically, the way our backyard works is you walk out and we have a patio, like a porch, with a hot tub on one side and a giant picnic table on the left. And then straight off the porch, there's a huge fire pit. Yeah. A big fire pit and a grill.
I think we should do a cinematic for them to see it.
Yeah, we'll do that as the intro for this.
Yeah, but like like later tonight, like when the lights are open, or it'd be like a dark
golden hour
one. Yeah. Well, probably not golden hour, because we're gonna be out filming.
Oh, you mean nighttime with I'm tracking with a fire and
shit. So we should have done that last night if we're trying to get.
It is what it is.
We'll figure it out.
We got days. So, let's just talk about what happened yesterday, I guess, on the way down. Talk about the trip, and then we're going to. Are you in agreement with what I said before?
Go for it.
Okay, we're going to basically give you all a layout of this year's video. I know last year we were super uptight about it. Yeah. We didn't even tell Alex and Rebecca.
We didn't tell anybody.
We didn't tell anyone.
I mean, we gave some good hints. Yeah. And I think it lived up to the expectation.
It did.
I really did.
Yeah. If you haven't seen last year's Gatlinburg video, it's currently over 10,000 views, which is huge for us.
And we did have a little bit of a hiccup yesterday.
Yeah.
With it being flagged or whatever.
Yeah, it got pulled due to some audio, but it's back. So go watch the video. It'll be in the link of this video. If you're listening, I don't think I can put links in here, but whatever. Go to Automotive Artistry. God, that's weird. Go to Automotive Artistry's YouTube channel, and videos there. Also, our website is updated now.
It looks sick.
With all of our, I haven't updated it since last year, so it's got all of our new photos and stuff in it. So that's www.automotiveartistry.org. You can see everything through there. If you are down here and you don't message us on Instagram, you can actually click the book button on the front page and set up a shoot with us down here. So that's enough of that. But we'll talk about what we're gonna plan with this, because also Austin hasn't really. Me and Connor have planned this out, but you haven't heard.
Yeah, you really have no clue what's going on.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
So drive down, right? Drive down yesterday. It was pretty similar to just about every single one.
Yeah, it just felt way longer.
It felt long. I mean, I drove the whole time, which I think I have pretty much every time, minus when Ricky and I went.
Last time I drove back the whole way.
Yeah. But it's like it's getting through Illinois, and I don't think we really thought about Illinois too much when going, but we navigated our way around, probably saved an hour of traffic.
It's ridiculous.
It's terrible. It's really like you don't understand, like living in Wisconsin, like I was saying, like, okay, I'm going 76, 77 miles an hour. And in Wisconsin, like, or in Appleton at least, that's fucking speeding. You know what I mean? Like, you're the fast person in the left lane going 76, 77. At least for me, at least.
No, literally like 80 in the left lane. Right. Like when you get passed by someone going 80, you're like, dude,
yeah, you know you're fucking flying. But like even yesterday, like going through the mountains, I think I was going 80 at one point. Or a couple points, and people are flying up on me, and you're like, dude, they're going 100. Like, it's just crazy.
Driving like Austin.
That's not true. I drive the speed limit.
Yeah, right. I bet. But some of them, are, like the real eye openers, are like the cops, dude.
Yeah,
like the cops. Like, what the fuck?
Didn't we talked about this on the podcast with Alex and Rebecca last year? Because they were telling us they had their story too.
How the fuck are these cops? No lights and sirens, just driving 90 to 100 down the road. I know. Bro. And then they're gonna park up in the middle and like enforce speed, bro. How does that make any sense?
No, we got fucked on traffic in Illinois. Yeah. So you said we bypassed and saved an hour. That was already with losing about an hour of traffic.
So we were about to lose 2 hours easily.
So what it was supposed to be from Austin's, it was 10 hours, 40 minutes, right?
Yep.
From Austin's house. Yep. So we left at 3:30 and we left Austin's at
like
5-ish. Yeah. That was about right.
And we were supposed to get to Gatlinburg at 5:47. So we left at like 5:07. Yeah. Or something like that. But yeah, no, you guys fell asleep. I mean, not right off the bat. You guys were there for a little bit. But once we got on the highway, that's where I was like looking at the time and you guys were sleeping. And I was telling you, like, I'm literally losing my fucking mind right now.
Seeing every number.
Like the boredom. Yeah. And I just watched the number of our arrival time go up.
Yeah.
And how much more we have in a distance from where we're at to where we're going. Just stay steady. Like it didn't move at all. I'm like, holy shit, bro.
What's weird is we didn't go through Chicago this time.
Yeah.
The route that we were supposed to take was still not through Chicago. And the time when we went with Ricky and with you, right? We went through downtown Chicago.
Didn't we? We went around.
Did we?
I thought under the tunnels. We didn't go through the tunnels.
I don't think so.
With the skyline.
Maybe we went around then.
Shoot, I don't remember.
I know we went around Indianapolis last time.
We've just come here so many times.
We went
through.
I don't fucking remember.
No, that was with the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't even go through Chicago, and the traffic was still complete stopped.
Yeah,
and it's just like it was fucking terrible. And then Apple Maps would not reroute us, and I'm looking at the map. I'm like, dude, this highway, we can totally take it. Which turned out to have a shit ton of stoplights.
Dude, I've noticed that about Apple Maps lately. It's like there'll be like 3 different faster options and they won't tell you. Like you have to actually go in and look for it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And you can't like click it and change the roads.
Right.
So you're fucked. You're
like, why can't it auto update? Like, is there not a
It was, and it was telling us to turn around and get back on the highway that wanted us dead stop traffic. Yeah.
Stupid.
No, so how long did it take to get down here?
Well, we got here at what, 7?
From my house, it took 12 hours.
Dude.
Because I posted on my story at 5.
That's actually, okay, so hold on. So we only lost 2 hours due to gas breaks, breaks.
Not even 2 hours. That would be, if it was supposed to be 10 hours and 41 minutes and what? It was 12 hours?
Mm-hmm.
Then that's what?
That's right.
An hour and
25 minutes.
20 minutes,
like
yeah. Hour and 19.
Oh, that's an hour and 15. Yeah.
19.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Or
no, 15. 45?
13.
45 plus 15.
47.
Oh, okay. All right.
13. And if it was 41, it'd be 19.
No, that's actually not
close.
that bad then. Yesterday when we got here, I was thinking, I'm like, how the fuck, but that makes a little more sense.
Last year we got down here at like 8:30, I feel like, right?
We got down here late last year, I feel like.
Yeah,
it was like night.
But we were talking when we left your house last time, the sun was up.
It was, right. Yeah. I remember having a conversation with your dad, and it was light out.
So we had to have left earlier this year. So we left our house at 3:30.
Yeah,
and we left Austin's at 5. So that's. I say,
doable.
Dude, what Brandon does is smart, but driving through the night,
fuck that,
and you don't get to see anything.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not big on driving through the night. I don't like.
It'd be cool if you could time it to get to Kentucky right as the sun rises.
That would be sweet.
That would be sick because then you'd get all of the
everything
of the fog and everything and the sun coming up. But
that would be sweet. Unless it's a cloudy day, then you're just timing.
But like we drove through the night partially with Ricky. And we had to stop and get the hotel that we weren't going to get because that was just such a nightmare.
That was a brutal travel.
Yeah.
I mean, we really dropped the ball on everything there, but it worked out, I guess.
Yeah.
How much time do we have left on his camera? Like, how long can we dive in here?
We to be safe, we probably have about 25 minutes left.
Really? We've only been going for 5 minutes?
We've been going for about 10, I guess. So yeah, that math doesn't add up. Is it every half hour that it cuts out?
Yeah.
Okay, well let's talk for 10. Let's talk for 10 more minutes, and then we'll stop it and see where we're at.
Yeah.
And either restart or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, so that was our drive down, and then we got what time we get here?
We got here like at 7.
So we stopped. We actually stopped and got wood and shit for the fire pit. But what was weird before we talk about getting here is. There was like very little cars.
Nothing.
It was like nothing,
dude. We got to that Ace to get all the supplies that we needed for cooking and whatnot. And I didn't want to say it when we were driving through Sayreville. Like I didn't want to say it at all. But in my head, I'm thinking like, dude, okay, we've seen like 10 groups maybe of like 3-4 cars each, and that might be on the high side. I don't even know if it was 10 groups. Honestly, it could have been like 5.
Yeah.
But when we got to Ace, like we got out of the truck and I looked at you guys. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say it out loud now. It feels like there's nobody here.
And here's the concern with that. So, and we'll get into this when we talk about our video. But this year, the big point of contention is this going to happen next year?
Seriously.
And is it going to get shut down?
Seriously.
And so to see less cars the day we get here than we did last year is a little concerning.
A bit.
Yeah, because you don't want the people that do the good things to not come because they don't want to be associated with it.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's what we were kind of like, well, we're not going to go out at night because we don't want to be associated with them. But obviously we'll talk about that. That's going to change. But like still, it's like, that's sad to see, And maybe people are just coming down later. Maybe people aren't staying as late. Last night's last night's meet looked really good. And it looked like people
I haven't seen any of it.
Okay, really? We'll show you after this. They were parked like next to each other correctly, not like jammed into gas stations. They left the pumps open from what it looks like.
Nice.
and people are just walking around looking at cars. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know, these business owners have said you can park in our lots.
Right.
And have these shows.
It's up to the cops.
Yeah.
And if you're being stupid, that's when the cops will come in and say, dude, we're not.
So hopefully, I think this year I've seen more posts on Instagram from random people I've never seen that say, don't bring that shit here than I did last year. Last year, there was some, but very little. There's way more this year.
It was disappointing. Like you were just saying, like that was one of my biggest fears is like, okay, so like even like back in Appleton when the takeover, the avenue was like a solid, everybody just drives down. Nobody's doing fucking retarded shit.
I know.
Shouldn't say that word, but nobody's doing stupid stuff. And now it's like all of those good people are gone. And it's just people that are like wanting to take over and do stupid stuff. And now it's gotten to a point in Appleton where like if somebody posts, hey, we're doing a take over the Ave, the cops won't even let it start.
Right.
Like they'll just shut down the avenue.
When we went down and we were at the cigar bar, that got shut down before
right
7
away.
p.m.
Yeah.
The sun was still up.
Right away.
Yeah.
Right away. Nobody had even driven down. Well, there was a couple of people that were like,
but like this wasn't shutting down. This is like, no, we're gonna close all entrances to College Ave, and if you're on there, get fucked.
Seriously.
You know what I mean?
Isn't that crazy? And that's kind of what my fear was here is like, are they even going to allow people to drive down the road?
Yeah. When I was explaining it to Noah, I was saying my biggest concern is that they handle it the same way Automotion's handled, where they're gonna see cars and say, you're too low. I'm gonna pull you over and give you a ticket, or you have 10. I'm gonna pull you over. And right. Like most cops, especially here, when you see them, they're like, I'm not gonna pull you over because you have 10 or whatever. They have other important things because this isn't like But like when it gets to that point where a car is driving normally, not doing dumb shit, and they're getting pulled over because they simply have to push these people out. Yeah. Right? Like you don't know if that guy is, you know what I mean? But
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. It sucks.
So to tie into that, that's kind of what we're ultimately gonna showcase here this year. That's what the whole YouTube video is kind of, we're jumping into controversy here.
We talked about this, I think, a couple episodes ago. So the whole, what Gatlinburg to me and you has always been is like our big experimental video. Yeah. Because honestly, here you can fuck shit up and you get such good quality stuff that you can save it, right? Like there's a lot that we don't use, but
it is a good experimental, showcase event.
And not only experimental, but a way to showcase like what we've been working towards, you know what I mean?
100%.
So with that being said, especially after last year, we were definitely in agreement. We don't want to make the same video every year. And what we want to be different from other people is not making an after movie quote every single fucking year.
Every time.
You know what I mean?
Every time. With the same, not saying that these are bad videos. They're great videos, but like it to us, like what do we want to showcase that's like different from
if we're going to spend the money and take the trip for a week, I'm not going to make a video that's the same as last year with different cars.
Seriously.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
we know the quality, like we know what we're capable of, but at the same time, and we'll still pump out content that's very similar to that. Like, don't get me wrong, we're still gonna film rollers, we're still gonna film cars, but we got a different idea here this year. So
you want to share it?
I think you should go for it.
Okay.
You're gonna lay it out better than I will.
All right. So this year our video is gonna be essentially a mini documentary, and when I say documentary, I mean like documentary, right? Basically about Slammedenuff Gatlinburg, all encompassing. But the main point of it, there's two main points that we want to show. And one is what this truly means to people, because it's not just a car show. And they say it all the time. And people have tried in other after movies, like interviewing people, and it's just like they don't have good answers because I think they're asking the wrong questions.
And they're asking very biased people too, right? There's a couple different groups here.
Yeah, like when you ask us what Gatlinburg means, like I'm not going to tell you the car show, and I'm not going to say, oh, it's the people, or oh, it's the car. No, there's something magical. It's the way the light hits the mountains, the 100%. Leaves, the mountains always being there, even though you're not looking at them. It's the temperature, the minute things, like the pressure of the air, right? Literally. The fact that you can walk out in the woods and hear absolute nature, and then off in the distance, like we did in our last video, right? You just hear just someone getting on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, literally.
Like that is like at its core, and I don't think people can explain that very well. Like it's the feeling of driving through the mountain. It's everything. So basically we want to capture that in a really efficient way and lay it out in a beautiful way, right? And I think that's majority of the video is what it's going to be. But then we also want to show the point of contention that we were just talking about and how that is at risk because, and I'm not going to say because of people, but because of things that occur during this week, right? Yeah. And the following week too, even after everyone leaves. Yes. So last year was really iffy. I mean, we talked about it like the next mornings after every single night. Like the Pigeon Forge is fucked. It's trashed.
It is. You
know, like even driving in yesterday, you see burnout marks on the concrete already. Yeah. Like it's sad, and businesses can't make money when you're hogging up the pumps. Right. Businesses have the potential, like we were talking about, to earn a shit ton of money during this week, right? But they're not, you know, like there's people that live here. I'm sure people don't like cars that live here.
Probably not.
You know what I mean?
Probably not. I'm sure a lot of the locals hate that this week has come. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think majority of the people, like even just listening to this podcast right now, already know what the ultimate conclusion of the video is going to be. Like, right? They're going to, well, it comes down to people and respect and behavior, right? But ultimately, one of the biggest things that we're trying to push is perspective too, like so that you can understand why. You know, why are they thinking like this? Why are we acting like that?
I want what we both said we want to do is show each side, 100%. Each other's sides, right? In like a respectful way, and because what Gatlinburg really is like, and we were hating on people low key last year, but what Gatlinburg, not last year, yesterday on the way down. What Gatlinburg is it's a place where you could have an absolute clapped out vehicle. Seriously. But you're going to come up here with your friends in the mountains and you're going to have the same fucking experience as somebody with a bag Lamborghini.
Literally, you know what I mean? The exact same experience.
And when people say it's the people, the fact that you can go and pull anywhere, like last year, we just met all these randos. Right. We didn't have any connection. Seriously. Right? So what we want is we want to show the people that are just here to do dumb shit that. Mm-hmm. So that they go, one, maybe they've never experienced that and they go, that's what I want. Right. Or two, they can go, now I understand why people are mad that we're doing this. Mm-hmm. And vice versa. We want to show all the people that have the good experiences that we were talking about, like what Gatlinburg means. Yep. And we can see, well, this might be, like we were saying when we were planning this whole video, like this might be a high school kid that's coming up.
Oh, dude.
Who hasn't thought that through. Or these people aren't necessarily considering that. You know what I mean?
No.
So that's pretty good explanation of it.
I mean, that's pretty much the majority of it. Yeah. But obviously, like we're gonna add our automotive artistry swing in there too, and you will see our insanely phenomenal cinematics.
I should say it's not gonna be like a boring slow documentary.
No, it's not gonna be boring at all.
We're still doing rollers. Yeah, we're still doing cinematics.
But there's gonna be definitely more people oriented.
Yeah. There's a lot more talking,
storytelling too.
Yeah.
But we'll definitely tie in those solid shots in there. I know Austin's got a bunch of those up his sleeve. Fucking artist.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, let's take a break. I need water. My mouth is like dry as fuck right now. We'll reset all the cameras.
I need water too.
All right. We are back from our little break. We just talked about. Oh yeah, plan for the video. Let's quick run down what our plan is for the rest of the week. Because this is gonna be dropped. So today is Thursday. Yeah, we're gonna edit this tonight, or I'm gonna edit this tonight and drop it probably right away, just so anyone coming down can listen to it on the way down. Anyways, so we have a podcast with Brandon at the end of the week. We got 2 shoots with Brandon.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
2.
That's so sketch. I hate hearing that.
Dude, me too.
Hey, I guess the dishes are done. Is it just going to keep going off?
Dude.
Is that just not going to stop?
It stopped.
All right. Yeah, we got 2 shoots with some fucking sick cars. We got an Audi and a BMW tomorrow morning, looks like. Right? That was tomorrow? Yeah.
Yeah. In the morning. What time in the morning?
Early. Like 6.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
I'll be up.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
We got to be there at 6?
Yeah.
Oh,
something like that.
I'll be fine. Y'all got to wake up. Lock in.
Well, dude. I can wake up. You got to keep in mind, I hadn't slept had real sleep in over a day yesterday.
Yeah. Yes. I had to.
I came straight from work.
I had woken up at 7.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, fuck this. Like,
I woke up to his alarm at like 8, but yeah. No, so we got those 2, and then we got a podcast with him at the end of the week.
Sick.
Might have a podcast with Dustin.
That's the plan. That's the absolute plan.
The problem is, if you're listening to this, my guy, we can't have. It did tell us we can't have guests here, and they do have cameras.
They do have a camera, not in the place, but on the entrance, which makes sense.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, they were
also not to mention, like, our space in here is very limited. Like how we're sitting right now. if we added a fourth person to this, you'd have to be sitting on a stool.
Yeah,
and just be
that's
like,
not gonna be it.
Well, we don't even have a fourth camera, so I would.
Well,
it would just be you three.
He can bring
right?
one. He can bring one. Yeah.
Oh, weird.
yeah, this is pretty rough.
I don't know.
We use a camera. We got.
I don't really know Dustin. I think I emailed him for
Yeah, you emailed him.
He's
great.
Him
he's great
2
shit,
years
dude.
ago.
He's so good. Yeah. So
everybody from the Martini Works.
I've never met him though.
But beyond that, there's nothing planned. And this is how last year went as well.
Yeah.
We had 2 shoots planned.
Let him cook. We're gonna make some magic happen.
It's gonna happen.
Right now. We're gonna see this shit after.
And Austin's sitting over there like, this won't be better than last year.
Yeah, dude. Watch.
Right, well, there's not gonna be Lamborghinis and shit like
last
year.
Year. There will.
Well, they're here.
They're here.
That's fair.
There is gonna be a Lamborghini. Maybe not an STO. Maybe a black one. Maybe a green one if we find one. There's gonna be some. It's gonna be different than last year, but it's gonna be the same quality, if not better. It's gonna be great. Just watch. We didn't just get lucky last year.
I know the experiences will be good. Yeah. I'm not saying we got lucky, but he was doubting us the whole time last year.
Yeah.
Me?
Every single time we would have something go on, like after the night shoot with the supercars.
Oh, I was like, I can't get any better than this.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Yeah.
And it's valid, though, because you do think, like, how does it get better than this?
But that's Gatlinburg.
It is Gatlinburg. Shit just happens. This year is going to be wild. Maybe it won't be super car oriented like it was last year. Okay, maybe we tune it back to the real, body draggers. The guys that have to really hump their way over a speed bump. But that's okay. You'll see some solid ones.
Like that CRV that we saw on the side of the road.
That thing was ridiculous.
Yeah,
it'll be sick.
Yeah,
I'm stoked.
All right. If you are down here in Gatlinburg, we are currently about to send messages out to everybody. We have quite a wide open schedule right now.
Yeah.
We would love to shoot with you. I'm just going to come out and say this. So if you just want to be in our video, whether that's part of the interview process or what we'd like to do is we'd like to interview some people and then do their cars as a cinematic.
Right.
That is fine. We would absolutely love it. If you do want content for yourself, whether that's photos or video, we need to charge you. So
we charge.
Message us. We'll hit you up with that and we'll explain that whole process.
Yeah.
On Instagram, it's just Conshab.
Yep. CONSCHAB.
Yep.
AB.
I am Samuel_Pease, PASE. And what is yours?
Austin Miller, but one of the L's is a 1.
Yeah.
But it's Jesus Christ. I got 2 accounts, and the other L is a 1, and the other L
if
is
you
a
message
1.
one of Austin's accounts, he will probably respond. I think there's also a
Do the
Facebook
car
account floating
account.
around called John Miller. That's a picture of him.
that's for my Facebook marketplace. I got banned on the other one because it's too young.
Dude, wow. Just the one of him standing in the picture.
Yeah.
Not the one of him hunched over
For Facebook or
for Instagram.
Yeah, don't message me on Facebook.
Yeah, but if you're here, we would absolutely love to meet up with you. We would love to interview and get your perspective on all of this as well. So let us know. We'd love to have you in the video, especially your car, dude. Like, whoever you are, we'd love to see it.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, that's about it. See you out there. If you see the truck, fucking say
Yeah,
what's up.
dude. If you see the truck rolling around, whether we're in the
what's
back
up.
or not, take a photo and send it to us.
Yeah.
We'd love to see it.
Yep, we got Cash App, Venmo,
Yeah. Yeah,
before we even talk,
Yeah.
we're just gonna hold the phone out with the QR code. You're gonna have to pay us to speak to us at this point. So
yeah,
just kidding.
Let us know if you see us out there. Come right up to us and talk too. We got automotive. That was loud. I'm sorry. We have automotive artistry merchandise now that we will be wearing. Just a little advertisement for us while we're out and shooting. So if you see us with that, it's us. It's only us 3. There's nobody else, and we're not selling this shit. So yet. But anyways,
yet.
Anything else?
Not really. No.
All right.
No.
What's our plan now? We're gonna go
load up the truck and drive around.
Do you want to film cabin B-roll? Like, do you want to tear all this down, film cabin B-roll?
We should.
Okay.
Unless you want to do that during a golden hour.
I feel like we should because it'll get dim. We should film cabin B-roll.
We don't really have a golden hour.
We're not gonna be here tonight either. We're gonna be gone.
So let's.
Oh no, we can't.
Before we pack this up, because we're already in the mood right now. Let's move this out of the way. Type those messages up.
Yeah.
Send them out.
You start typing,
and then
we'll film.
And then
Well,
no, we all have to.
Fuck that.
I'm just gonna lay on the couch.
Honestly, we just need to get like one generic message and just
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And then we'll quick run around and film cabin B-roll.
Yeah.
And B-roll of people.
Yeah.
Because while we're tearing down, we can film B-roll and it'll look like we're
working.
Because most people don't know what. Yeah. All right. Anyways, if you're on your way down, drive safe. can't wait to see everybody here. And please, for the love of God, be respectful of people and their property.
Yes.
And just think about the impact that you as an individual have on everybody else that's here.
Especially with the big hurricane that just passed by.
Correct.
I mean, the tropical storm for this side of the country, this state at least. But yeah, I mean, there's just no room for no tolerance for that kind of behavior this year. Or any year.
You will be shamed. People are already shaming.
Oh, you will be shamed.
There's a lot of videos,
if I am out and we are out and we see you throw a cup of anything on the ground, plastic, whatever, or just being all around disrespectful to our environment, you'll be shamed publicly. You will be shamed.
In the town square. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening.
That is.
Toodaloo.